What's up, guys? Chris of Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing 2022 Topps Series 2 third hobby case of break number 14. How was everyone this evening? I hope everyone's having a nice, relaxing Sunday. Let's try to finish it off with finding some cards, some good cards. So, welcome. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Thanks for joining us, buddy. Welcome, especially if you're new to the channel. A little bit about us. We've been around for over 4 years now. We break mostly baseball with a little bit of everything else mixed in. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as we can. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to join any of our future free breaks, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So hit that subscribe button. Your name will go on the random, and maybe you'll get one of our free breaks in the future. Also, we got the website, chefsportscards.com. We got 4 breaks up there right now. All of them, spots are under $20. They're filling up. Once they're full, we're going to give away a box of Series 2 to somebody from those breaks. We'll take everybody who joined those breaks and put their name in a random, and somebody will win a box of Series 2. So head on over to the website, check it out, grab a spot in a break, and hopefully we'll get them filled all up soon. All right, let's go over the teams. Yes, and happy Father's Day to everyone. You think I would remember that considering I'm a father. Mine was pretty uneventful stuff. Yeah, I took a nap, so to me, it was a good Father's Day. I don't get to do that very often. It was nice. I put on a soccer game, and it put me right out. Okay, teams. D-backs and Braves, Donnie N. Orioles, Daniel T. Red Sox, Ryan M. Cubs, Samantha E. White Sox, Eric M. Reds, Andrew T. Guardians, Joe R. Rockies, Daniel T. Tigers, Andrew T. Royals, Sylvia D. Astros, Rogelio T. Angels, Jason B. Dodgers, Joe R. Brewers, John T. Twins, Donnie N. Marlins, Marcella J. Mets, Rich L. Yankees, Joel T. A's, Adam C. Phillies, Wayne R. Pirates, Andrew T. Cardinals, Jason O. Padres, Andrew T. Giants, Eric M. Mariners, Ryan G. Rays, Logan S. Rangers, David M. Blue Jays, Eric M. And finally, Nationals, Will B. All right, let's get to it. This is my Father's Day present from Logan and Sydney. Go Mariners, all right. Well, let's see what we can do for you, Ryan. I'll try, buddy. So did anybody do anything like unusual or get anything unusual for Father's Day? See, my son's 17, so he showed up around 6 o'clock tonight. That's when I saw him for about 10 minutes, and then he was off. So, but like I said, I did take a nap this afternoon, which I don't get to do very often and cherish when I can. So to me, that's a good Father's Day. I was sorting cards and I was like, I'm exhausted. I got to take a nap. And I was like, what am I going to put on? And there was an MLS soccer game starting. I was like, this is perfect. Put me right to sleep. All right. So we are testing the SP theory, Griffey All-Star. We've done all jumbos so far. These are I got a case of hobbies in because some people were saying they felt that hobbies had more short prints in them. So we're going to have some more hobby breaks later in the week. We do have a hobby break on the website along with a jumbo break on there also. But let's see if O'Neal Cruz rookie. See if we're able to find any more short prints in hobby. Guardians. And Sweet Shades Lindor for the Mets. Shane Baz rookie. It's funny, I actually saw a video this morning when I got up. I think it was on Instagram. I was like flipping through, And there's this guy who's like, yeah, it's Father's Day. There's a Kyle Lewis generation now. You know, I get to spend time with the kids. Like, he went through this whole, like, diatribe for a minute. He was driving. And he shows the back seat. The kids aren't there. And he's like, yeah, they decide to stay up all night and play video games, so they're asleep. Yeah, that's Father's Day. Why did they even bother? You know? Mother's Day is where it's at, right? We get the old Scroogey as usual. Corey Dickerson and Yastrzemski throwback. Spencer Strider rookie. I did get a new monitor though for Father's Day, so it was something. At least my wife was listening, because I want to set up a second monitor up here to have like one on either side of my desk. And I happened to mention that like a month ago, and apparently my wife listened to me for once. So that was my big Father's Day present. Miggy, All-Star. Nico. Carpenter. Chavez. Writings rookie. Seth Beer. Justice Sheffield. And for the Cardinals, 2022, Matt Carpenter. 256 of 2022. Corbin. Again, for whoever has the Phillies and the Rays, we'll split these, and the Rays, we'll split them between teams. If we happen to get one that's parallel, then we'll random it. Low Rainbow for Texas. Harper significant signatures. Chris, what are you doing, man? I thought you were in Oklahoma, man. Been going through, been having withdrawals without you here. Are you just watching us from Oklahoma? Or, Oklahoma. Why am I saying Oklahoma? Wyoming, right? To 25. Hoijun Park for the Pirates. Rookie autograph to 25. Autographs to 25 out of any series is difficult. Jeez, 20 of 25 on that for Pittsburgh. Who's got Pittsburgh? Andrew. Nice hit, bud. What have you been doing out there in Wyoming? Getting your cowboy on? That is a very cool looking card. Congrats to Pittsburgh, man. It's awesome. Solano. Hits have been very, very nice to us in Series 2 this year. I'll tell you what, there can't be a ton of complaints over all the stuff we've pulled. Short prints have not been so nice. That's why we're trying to remedy that. I mean, we found some, but none that are, none that everyone's looking for, of course. And for Kansas City, Brad Keller to 2022. Oh, you just got back home? So how long a trip is that for you to Wyoming? I'm sure I probably asked you that last week and I totally forgot. But yeah, I was prepared to go the whole weekend without you. Chris, you're always my first guy here. I was like, oh, Chris is away. Evaldi and Brandon Marsh, Generation Now rookie. Oh, you went to Deadwood? Really? Oh, man, I would love to go there. I'm jealous. That's a trip I would like to make at some point in my life. Charlie Barnes, Overton, Syndergaard. Well, glad you're home and safe and sound. You still got some days off though, right? Brad Miller, Matt Chapman, 35th. Scope. Aguiar. Gavin Lux. And Altuve Blue, 35th. Blue parallel. They're not numbered, but Diplan rookie and Deachman. Free concerts this weekend? Yeah, what, out in when you're out there? I don't know. My wife's watching that water festival thing on TV downstairs in the festival in DC, I guess. Oh boy, here they go. Somebody's outside. Chipper Jones die cut for Atlanta. Trammell, Ranger Suarez. Taylor Widener. Brian Miller. So the rest of this case we'll be doing over Thursday and Saturday and Sunday next week, not Thursday. Thursday this week we got MLS soccer on Thursday. So any of you soccer fans out there, Kevin Smith rookie. Absolute, second half of that Absolute case we got to. Cole Tucker, Rainbow. And Acuna All-Star. And then another Bowman mixer on Thursday night. So, but next weekend we'll do the rest of this hobby case. You ran into your next door neighbor while you're on vacation? That's hilarious. It's so strange, isn't it? Jose Ramirez home run challenge for the Guardians. He's got the Guardians for Joe. It's strange how stuff like that works. There's, I mean, I'm sure pretty much everybody knows the movie, but it was actually on the other day. Corey Kluber, the movie When Harry Met Sally. There's a scene in the beginning when they talk to all these old couples, like, and they kind of tell their story of how they met or how they were married once and divorced once and this and that. And there's this one story, and it happened to catch my attention the other day, where like these two people basically lived and worked next to each other for the better part of 40 years of their lives and never met. But then they met in Chicago. Like they were from New York City. They grew up next to each other. They were born in the same hospital. They worked in the same building, but they didn't meet each other until they were in Chicago on vacation. How freaking weird is that? Lopez rookie. My wife's going nuts downstairs. They're watching someone named 21 Savage. I have no idea who that is. Urias. They seem to be very into it. They live in the same town. All right, our silver pack. I'm mixing it up. We're going to do the silver packs. Babe Ruth, Hernandez, Trey Turner, and Tucker. All right, box two. Hobbies. I figure we'll mix it up. We'll open the silver packs at the end of the box rather than wait until the end. So tonight, after this, we got the Bowman Mixer and then Prism Football, if anybody's in those. Bowman Mixer is supposed to be coming up at 10:30. See if we can't make that time slot. Sweet Shades, Cabrian Hayes, the Pirates. Para. High Five Highway. I don't know if anybody else saw Yu Darvish's kid pitching online today. My, oh my. It's amazing how athleticism is just like a gene. It's unbelievable how many kids of athletes have the same abilities. Lindor Rainbow and Scherzer All-Star. He said he's like a... But he's still young. He's like, what did you say? Class of 26. He's like a freshman or something like that. And he's like one of the most like sought after pitching prospects already. Crazy. Good for him. And for the Yanks, Anthony Rizzo, 35th relic with a little bat action in there. The Yankees is Joel. Here you go, buddy. Everyone loves Rizzo. Piscotty. Chapman, significant statistics. Jensen Junk. Joe Adele, Future Stars. And there is a Barry Larkin short print. It's a cool picture. Nice one for Cincinnati. Larry Barkin. Andrew. Little Legends image variation. Card number 557. Cool one. Congrats, man. It's awesome. Bueller. Shane Bazzer. Bueller. Dunning. Bieber generation now for the Guardians. Stat parallel. Andy Ibanez to 300. Advanced stat parallel, numbered 106 of 300. Batted ball events. I always find the stats interesting. It's like, whoever comes up with this stuff, it's like way over the top. Donnie, how are you, buddy? Thanks for joining us. Texas is David. Good to have you with us, my friend. La-da-dee-da-da-da-da. La-da-dee-da-da-da-da. Hey, speak of the devil. Yu Darvish, 35th. Yes, I will, sir. Yeah, they lost. Time to get rid of him. He's worn his welcome. Joe Ryan rookie. And if I can grab it, Phillies team card rainbow. Kershaw. And Nolan Arenado, home run challenge. For the Cardinals. Who's got the Cardinals? Jason. Jason O. Good buddy. As they hit 9 in a row. It's never going to be that good again, huh? Yeah, I was watching an MLS soccer game today in preparation for the MLS break on Thursday. Jack Flaherty, 35th. Not really. I just wanted to go to sleep, and it put me to sleep in like 5 minutes. I do like soccer, to be honest with you. But the only problem is, I mean, and I suppose it's the same true in any sport. If you don't follow it or don't know the players or this or that really well, like, I actually know more about Premier League and like Champions League than I do about even MLS. I've never been to a Union game, which everybody says is a ton of fun, but who wants to go to Chester? I think today the 10 minutes in MLS I saw is probably the most I've ever seen in my life. So I think maybe if I paid closer attention to it, I would like it better. Generation now, Acuna for the Bravos. Matt Brash, rookie. I know some of those teams do huge, though, like huge number. I mean, the game I watched, man, they were sold out. They were years ago when I lived outside of Chicago. I lived in a town called Naperville, which is about 20 miles west of Chicago. Excuse me. And that was back, most of you probably remember back when they redid Soldier Field, like revamped it. So it was like around 2000, 2002, somewhere in that general area. And the Chicago Fire had to play at another stadium, so they played at this college stadium, Trey Turner All Star, that was like literally 2 blocks from my restaurant when I lived out there. And anytime there was a Fire game, man, oh my God, it was crazy. Like they get a ton of people to games. I mean, the people who follow them do really, really well. I know the Seattle Sounders, like they're that club's worth like hundreds of millions of dollars. Like anytime Forbes puts out the list for like values on teams, the Seattle Sounders are always in that like top 10. Mark Melanson for the D-backs, number to 299, 149 of 299. No, I know Union does draw good crowds. You know what? And look, here's the thing with soccer. Look, when World Cup's on, I love it. But there's kind of like an end game to it, and yes, I agree with you in a sense that because of the lack of scoring, that's for Donnie, that one. Yes, it can be tough sometimes. When it's World Cup and it's like quarterfinals and stuff, it's so exciting because everybody's they so desperately want to win. These countries go crazy, you know. Um, so I don't know that I would find the same in Will Clark All Star in MLS, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, they have success. Like the Union does draw a crowd, and I know we looked into it a couple of years back about going to a game for some reason, and it was expensive as hell. I was like, what? Like it was like $85 a ticket for like crappy seats. I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like, we're going to a soccer game, right? I might as well go see the. I'd rather go see the Blue Rocks, which are like 5 miles from there. I'd rather watch paint dry. Yeah, that's the tie thing is tough. Like, at least go to shootouts or whatever. You know what I mean? Don't let it end in a tie. But look, in fairness to the rest of the world, and I do have to say this because Randy Johnson die cut for Seattle. Outside of this country, it is basically the largest sport in the world. If it was what we grew up with, I think there'd be a much different attitude towards it in this country. You know, um, and our generation or my generation, the older, guys over 40, let's say, it just wasn't part of our lexicon as kids. I mean, the only time you knew about soccer was when kids played it, but kids didn't play soccer back then like they do now, where like everybody does. It was the soccer boys were odd, you know. Dwanensky. For the Cubs at David Abote to 2022. Yeah, what's up? How are you? I haven't. It's fine. I did see your name there. Been a while. I don't understand soccer, but my youngest at LSU is a manager for soccer and loves that actually on an intern. Oh, that's awesome, dude. No, I understand. Just go around, call it metallic shimmer. You would watch a playoff Union game. Next thing I know, programming was on. I had a text lacrosse. Yeah, I live in a very big lacrosse area. Um, I played lacrosse when I was a kid for years, and a few of the schools in my area, one especially, has been like nationally ranked for years. I mean, again, it's kind of a. I understand. I like lacrosse a lot. I always have, but I don't know. I used to like lacrosse when I was a kid. Was those old USA Canada box lacrosse games at the Spectrum we used to go to? Guys would be taken out on stretchers. Like the lacrosse leagues now are a little different than what they used to be when I was younger. They were vicious. Toronto talent. All right, silver pack. All right, Tyler O'Neill, Hyunjin Ryu, Shane Baz rookie, and Marcus Stroman. Double check to make sure none of them are gold. Didn't do that in the last one either. The gold and the base are basically exactly the same color. All right. Box number 3. Yeah, but soccer has become, because so many kids play it, like that's the thing that amazes me. Like when I go past these like big fields and there's all these like 6-year-olds out there playing soccer, I'm like, nobody played soccer when I was like, it just wasn't even heard of. Lacrosse was weird even then. It was just my town, it was big in my town. Jock Peterson, Rainbow, and another Vladdy. That's the second one in a row. Watched the USFL team the other day. And I saw it in American Pie. How did the USFL team do? I haven't seen a USFL game yet. Oh man, I was a USFL kid when I was younger, man. It's a shame what happened to that league. It really is. If you're not truly really familiar with what happened to the original USFL, go back and read their Wikipedia and stuff. That league was seriously doing it back in the day, back in the 80s. Like they had a huge names. They were doing well, drawing huge crowds, but they just got into a huge legal battle with the NFL, which basically like broke them. I honestly, and again, this is, you can blame this on my cheap parents, to be honest with you. I had never been to an NFL game when I was a kid, but I had been to a handful of USFL games for the Stars because it was a lot cheaper, you know. But for the few years they were around, I mean, for all the times they've tried to put in another football league together, that few years that the USFL had in the 80s was the one legitimate one that should have made it, you know. But now they're all playing in Alabama, right? That's the big thing this year anyway. Dugout congratulations for the Angels. 11/20 of 2022 for Jason. Here you go, buddy. Did you guys see his at bat in San Francisco when the fan was heckling him? Then he smacked a homer. No, I didn't see that. Was that just recently? Week 4 of preseason. Young guy. And summer practice squad kind of starting even more sport. Yeah, that sucks to hear. I would be interested as a football fan for one of these leagues to actually make it, or even obviously it's never going to be the NFL, but just there's no reason why there can't be some sort of spring football league, and you would think it would help the NFL almost as like a minors system for them. I mean, okay, yes, it's not going to be the NFL, we get that, but I mean, people watch college football. As many, millions of people watch college football, which would be, which is basically the minors now in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like, but it always feels like they think they need to be like gimmicky, you know? These XFLs crap they've done and all this with the names or the new rules or this. Like, just go out and play football, See, the smart thing USFL did back in the day, for anybody who didn't see it or wasn't around back then, Trey Turner All-Star, they got big names. There was a ton of big names in the USFL. And when Doug Flutie came out of college, who, okay, legitimately, I don't think anybody ever thought Doug Flutie was going to be a great pro player. He was a good athlete and did well in college, but he was a huge name. What was that, like 83, 84? And would have gone high in the draft and signed with the USFL. And Then they had Steve Young, they had Reggie White, they had a lot of guys who were big name guys who went on to be Hall of Famers in the NFL. They just, I don't know, need to figure that out somehow. But I guess it's all about money. Back then, money wasn't, the deciding factor that it is now. There's a Sweet Shades Kutch for the Brewers. One dude on phone knocked out a player's wisdom. Watch this. He was fine. SmackDown. Who? Doug Flutie. Yeah, I mean he wasn't as tiny as he looked tiny on the field compared to all the other guys, but he was not. I mean, he was never going to be successful as a pro player. He just wasn't big enough for anything, I still remember that throw in against Miami in college, man, that like made him. Keel Badu, Goldschmidt, 35th. Let's move these guys. Doug Flutie. Well, see, back then, too, for us here in Philadelphia, it was like the only team that was winning. I shouldn't say that. We had the Sixers back then. But as far as football went, they were only, they were the Stars at least won. At that point, we were well past the embarrassment of the 1980 Super Bowl for the Eagles, and they were back to, horrible at that point. So it was actually worth it going to see the Stars anyway, because they were just a better team. And Akil Badu, Generation Now. Game time double. Yeah, I did actually see that. Only player in the last 60 years to make a drop kick. Oh, yeah. Jeez, I forgot all about that. Doug Flutie is one of those guys you wanted him to do well. He just seemed like such a nice dude, Jose Urena to 71 for Detroit. 45 of 71 for Andrew. There's some guys who just and I don't think back then it was as, I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. I don't think it was necessary to be as a nice guy back then. You know what I mean? Like, I think nowadays a lot of guys come off or try to publicly come off as nice guys because of social media, because of the 24-hour news cycle. They know if they say the wrong thing to one person and it gets videotaped that, their life's going to be ruined. Back then, they didn't have any of that. Nobody cared, but he just seemed like a really likable guy. Like, people just wanted him to be successful. And probably because he was, grateful for having what he had, Jose Uranus. The Philly Soul were the most. Yes, that is true. The Soul were. The Phantoms, too. The Phantoms for many years were the most successful team in Philadelphia. Will Clark, All-Star. For those who don't know, the Phantoms were an old AHL hockey team, like a juniors team, who won quite a bit while the Flyers were terrible. They would have been like the equivalent of a AAA baseball team to the Flyers. I don't know who they are now, but they're not around anymore. My buddy's dad was a scout for Philly. He gave him a watch when they won the World Series back. Oh, really? That's cool. I have this so weird. I have a bunch of Eagle stuff downstairs. My wife's one cousin who lives on the other side of town from us, Joe Musgrove. She lives next door to somebody who works for the Eagles in, I think they work in the promotions department or marketing or something along those lines. I met him like one time for 2 minutes. I don't really know the guy. But it's so funny, like every couple years, he'll all of a sudden like call up all his neighbors and be like, "Can you guys come over? I have all this Eagle stuff here I need you to take from me." Cody Bellinger for the Dodgers Home Run Challenge. And like the last time she took a video of it because she had told me about it before. And literally they go over this guy's like living room is just covered in like autographed jerseys, helmets, footballs, mugs, cups, anything you can think of, and they're just like, please take whatever you want. Like I have a bunch of stuff in my basement. Like I have like a Deshaun Jackson jersey signed. I have like 3 or 4 jerseys down there from him or whatever. But the guy just keeps piling it up and piling it up, and then one day he's like, he'll just be like, hey, everybody come over and just take what you want. It's like, do you know how much people go through to get this crap? This guy's giving it away like it's nothing. I have a couple other guys too. I forget who else I have down there because she always makes us up a bag and sends stuff over. Polanco and Luis Gil, Generation Now rookie. Frank Schwindel. It's a Schwindel. Did we get our hit out of this box yet? I don't think so. Can't remember. It's fun when you know people who work for teams, though. Tend to hook you up real easily. O'Neal Cruz rookie. Solano. See, I think if I'm not mistaken, and somebody correct me if I am, I know you guys will. Like you were saying, like he got a Flaherty 35th. He got a watch like when they won. When you win football, don't they give everybody involved with the team a ring? Like I've heard that from people before. Because I knew this girl who used to be like the head of one of their dining room, the executive dining room for the Eagles, and she had told me that she got a ring when they won a couple years ago. For the Braves, Spencer Strider, rookie auto, nice one there. Strider's having a good year. Donnie, here you go, buddy. Yeah, and she got a ring, and I remember asking her. She was somebody I went to culinary school with a long time ago. I don't really know her very well, but I remember asking her like, where is the cutoff on something like that? And she's like, I don't know. They were giving them out to everybody. I was like, is it real? She's like, I don't know. Like, okay. I assume it's some kind of knockoff, but hey, it's the thought that counts, right? Miguel Rojas, rainbow. Soto, statistics, Strider rookie. In baseball, they get rings. Yeah, I always wonder how far down the organization that goes. You know what I mean? Like what they, because it's got to cost them a pretty penny. Altuve Blue All Star. It's our second Altuve, right? Rogelio. Alright, silver pack. Polanco, Max Muncy, Vlade rookie, and JD Martinez. And none of them are gold. Okay. Let me move a little bit of basey here. We don't have an incident on our hands. To me alone, that would be worth joining an organization at some level. Just to get a ring or whatever. You're like, hey man, look what I got. All right, box number 4. Good luck, everyone. There was an episode of Pawn Stars where they talked about it. A lot of people get rings. Yeah, a lot do. That's crazy. Deichmann, rookie rainbow. And Lindor, Sweet Shades. Well, they certainly got the money, so it's not like, you know. I just watched that Concussion movie this week. Well, I had it on while I was doing some stuff. Fascinating movie. I mean, I'm sure most of you have seen it, but if you haven't, certainly go out of your way to see it. All about the, the guy who came up with the whole, hey, home field advantage, Alex Bregman for Houston. Rogelio. Nice one, bud. Very cool cards. Bregman. That's the back of it. Very cool. Congrats, man. It's awesome. I know I was going somewhere with my concussion story. Now I can't remember. There's this scene in it where, like he's kind of made his findings about, the guys who have died and this and that. And one of the guys is talking and he's like, you're trying to go up against people who own a day of the week. Oneil Cruz, rookie. He's like, the church used to own it. Now they own it. Like, and you think about it, you're like, man, he's right. Robin Yount, 35th Bat Relic from my man John. There you go, buddy. And it's like, you don't, but it's true. Even if on the rare occasion when the game gets postponed or it's rescheduled for natural disaster or whatever, like it's like the end of the world. Yeah. Oh, I know believe me, I have plenty of things that are a bad sign, my friend. You can always rewind. The thing rewinds on the bottom, and we'll do a hit recap at the end. Houston. DVR's on the bottom. You can always take it back if you need to. Believe me, I got issues that you won't even want to hear about. Some of these guys know them already. Senu. Every single card that I open ships from every single product that we do every single time. It's never not been that way. Zach Plesac. It's 2022 for the Guardians. I sure as hell don't want him sitting around here. 451 of 2022. J.A. Happ. Oh, that's a conversation we've had to know, and I don't get it either. Well, they don't want to sort them. They're lazy. That's why. And most of them will tell you that. There's no way I'm sorting this. And I understand it. It's not easy. Brandon Marsh, Generation Now. Whenever, releases like this come out, I mean, we ship really fast, usually within a day or two of the break, but I always get backed up when this stuff comes up because it's just a lot of cards, takes time. But yeah, no, I don't. We always ship all cards. Of course, you want every single one. Like the lawyer from Better Call Saul, Saul Goodman. I'll take that. It's okay. Lopez to 2022, 176 of 2022. For Daniel. And the that play sack was for Joe. Yeah, my voice doesn't want to be nice to me today. All weekend, my allergies have been killing me. But medications I take screw my voice too sometimes. Okay. One up, I'm loving it. Hoskins. Zerpa Rainbow. Daryl Strawberry. All-Star. Adon. Chef is the break. Like, sound good, man. That's funny. Nobody's ever said that before, but I'll take it, man. Are the breaks full? No. But please, by all means, talk to everyone about it, Chris. Now, the website we gave away the tribute box yesterday. I still haven't heard back from that guy yet either, which is kind of weird. I thought I would have heard back from a guy getting a free $500 box of cards pretty quickly. Although maybe he just hasn't seen my email yet. We do have 4 breaks up there now. 2 Series 2 breaks. We have a Diamond Kings break up there and Gypsy Queen. All of them are under $20 a spot. And we are giving away a box of Series 2. Everybody who joins those breaks, we're just going to put everyone in a random. The more spots you buy, the more chances you have. So, and anybody who's already bought spots obviously is in it already. Home run challenge at Perez for Kansas City. So I think the Series 2 Jumbo is like halfway full. And just got to keep kind of grinding it out as we get more and more people over there. But go check it out, guys. ChefSportsCards.com. It's a work in progress. It's new. We've just been doing it for about a month now. We're doing giveaways all the time. We just gave away a box of tribute yesterday to everybody who was involved in the first month. We're going to give away some more stuff this month. I got some Series 2 boxes and some 2021 Topps Chrome Hobby boxes I'm going to give away on there. Some of it I'm just going to do randomly when we do the breaks. Like, I'm not going to announce anything. Bo Jackson All-Star. So you might be in a break and we do the break and, hey, here's a box. Let's give it away. Just keep kind of pushing stuff. Career change? Doc Gooden is going to be signing at my logo. Oh, yeah? Jack Mayfield. No WWE on the site, my friend. I told you like 20 times now. You need to help me if you want me to do it. I need your help. I don't know who to put with who. I don't know anything about it. If you tell me who to stack with who, I'll do it. Pete Alonso, Sweet Shades. No, everything up there right now is baseball. We're gonna stick just baseball for now while we get more people over there, and then we're gonna do some football, some higher end football stuff on there where it's a little bit easier to sell on there than it is, Whereas I can just charge for spots rather than do auctions and stuff on eBay. But go check it out, chefsportscards.com. And like I said, as soon as we fill it, we'll break it. And if it's your first time there, there's also a 15% off code too. Jordan Lyles, Rainbow. Jose Abreu, 35th. If you haven't been there and you're buying a spot, so I mean, like I think the Series 2 hobby break on there is $15. You get another 50. It's like $13.50 a spot or something like that. That includes shipping and tax. So you're not gonna find a break much cheaper than that. And like I said, all of them are under $20. So we're not just trying to get the site going. So take advantage of my kindness while you can. No, nobody's ever said that to me before. That's interesting, though. Hoskins, 35th. It's funny. I'm gonna have to go back and listen on YouTube and see if I hear it. Maybe I missed my calling. I should have been a shady attorney. Well, he's a little more than shady, right? Oh, wow. About time. Spencer Torkelson, short print rookie. See, I think it was Chris who actually said about the hobby boxes, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. Who's got it? Andrew. Nice, buddy. Nice hit. We actually got one of them. We've done, what, like 3 cases of jumbos? I mean, we've gotten short prints, just not the big 3. Nice. Torkelson. Congrats, man. It's awesome. Took us all the way down to the last box, last packs, of course, but yeah, I stopped in a Walmart last week. They actually had a few things on the shelf. I was surprised. Nothing worth buying, but Willie Stargell. Kenta Maeda. Yeah, I'm also I have some Father's Day packs coming in too this week, so probably we're gonna give some of those away on the website too. Jordan Lyles for Texas to 300 advanced stat parallel. David, I think both the advanced stat parallels are for Texas. Yelich All-Star. Where's the dollar card? Prism is dropping clear. Evan White for Seattle. 422 of 499 for Ryan. Good money. It's like a pseudo color match. And And our last silver pack. Oh, yeah, silver pack screwed us tonight. All right, Brooks Robinson, Eloy, Jake Cronenworth, and Tyler O'Neill. All right, guys, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you guys. I do appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. We'll be back on Thursday, another full week, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday next weekend. And go check out the website, please, please, please. I'm like a begging girlfriend. Go check out the website, please. Bear with me for 1 sec while I put a quick hit recap together, and we'll get out of here. I should have. Dude hasn't played in 2 years. I should have started whining sooner. Sometimes the card gods hear you, my friend. Sometimes they hear you. You speak up, and then they throw you a little something. All right, that should do for now. All righty, we're doing hit recap for 2022 Top Series 2/3 Hobby Case Break at number 13. Call your shots cards. Arenado, Ramirez, Bellinger, and Salvi. We had 2 blue parallels, both of them Altuve, All-Star, and 35th throwback. 2 stat parallels to 300, both for Texas, Ibanez and Lyles. Golds to 2022, Brad Keller, Matt Carpenter, Lopez, Plesac, Angels card, and Chicago Bote. Other numbered parallels, Jose Urena to 71, Mark Melanson to 299, Evan White to 499. We had the Barry Larkin image variation, veteran, or you know what I'm saying, short print. Home field advantage, Bregman for Houston, and we did get a very delicious Spencer Torkelson. Congrats to Detroit on that one. And then our hits, Rizzo with the Bat Relic, Robin Yount with the Bat Relic All-Star, Spencer Strider for the Braves, and Hoi Jun Park rookie auto 225. All right, guys, again, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe. Check out the website. If you are in the Bowman break, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.